Hi, this is Chelsea with PurpleAir. Today I will be showing you how to replace your BME 280 in your Classic Plus. You'll need your sensor, you'll need a Phillips screwdriver. If you have a skinny ruler, that works best, or you could use a pair of tweezers. And you'll need your replacement BME 280. You'll want to start by removing this screw. Once you have the screw removed, you'll notice there's a plastic tab by the laser counters. You're going to want to grab a hold of that and pull that out. You'll remove the bracket. Then you're going to want to remove the laser counters, unplugging the ribbon cable, getting as close to the connector as possible, and just pulling straight out. And you'll take your thumbs. You want to remove this plastic ring. I just grabbed the outside of the cap with my fingers and this ring with my thumbs. I kind of turn it to the left to make sure that this black USB is not stuck on this rivet that's inside the cap. And just pull it straight out. You'll want to remove this piece of tape, trying to keep it nice so that you can reuse it. I'll just set it off to the side. I unplugged the 6-inch USB. Take your screwdriver and you can move those wires so that you don't mess them up when unscrewing this part. When you unplug the BME 280, you want to try, if you can, to grab the connector part or as close to it as you can on the wires, and then just unplug it. You'll put your bad one off to the side. When plugging in the new BME 280, you want to make sure you can see the metal pins. If you flip it over, this side is just solid white. So metal pins facing up. I use my thumb to hold on to that connector, lining it up, and then pushing it in. Your 6-inch USB, if it comes out, just slides right in there with the rectangle side facing in. The other side has a circle on it. So the circle's out, the rectangle's in. You'll take this plastic piece and the screws, line them up with the holes in the board holder. There is a little notch right here for the BME 280. I usually have that sitting flat. Take the BME 280, making sure the wires are straight, the foam is facing inwards, which makes the red wire on the left side. Push it all the way down. Then there are holes in this ring that these brass screws will go into. You want to make sure that the 6-inch USB is not in the way. Make sure that the ribbon cable are on the inside of this ring, and the BME 280 is pulled all the way down to where it is supposed to be. And I'll take a screwdriver, tighten these. You want them tight, but you do not want to over tighten because you could break the plastic. And I'll take the BME 280 wires, making sure that I'm not pulling this up. You'll notice there is a plastic edge right here next to the board. So I like the wires to just neatly go off to this left side, making sure that they are sitting on top of that little plastic edge right there and not underneath it. Then you'll take your piece of tape that you set off to the side. I just put it on this plastic piece right next to the 6-inch USB. You can use your tweezers to kind of push it down if you would like. And then just put it over to keep these wires contained. And you'll plug in the 6-inch USB, making sure that none of this Captain tape is covering the front of the connector on the board. Plug it in, Now that you have it to this stage, it's ready to go into the cap. You want the side with the 6-inch USB and this groove to go in the same side as this metal bracket. Put it in kind of towards the left side, and then you'll rotate it, watching it because of this rivet that is in the cap. You want to make sure that you line get the 6-inch USB around that. Always check to make sure that the BME 280 is still down and in its spot where it's supposed to be. You'll notice the ribbon cable you could see the metal pins on this side. This side is solid white. Solid white goes down. And the ribbon cable that is on the same side as the 6-inch USB, so the left side, goes in this bottom one if the ports are on your left. Get it lined up, push it in. You can use tweezers or a little ruler. If you use your tweezers, make sure to push them together and then gently push on the white connector part, making sure it's plugged in. Then you'll take your other piece of ribbon cable, making sure that it is on the right side. This is channel A, and it plugs into this top one. So you want the side of the laser counters that have these barcodes to be on the same side as this metal bracket. You'll take your plastic bracket. You'll see that, notice there's a hole in it right there. That goes towards the bottom, and it just fits right in between the laser counters. There's these notches, these grooves in this ring for the corners of the laser counters. So you'll want to make sure that you put the laser counter in its grooves, and it should go in easily and line up the hole that's in the plastic bracket with the hole that's in the metal bracket. I can see that they are lined up, so I'll take my screw, put it in, hand tighten it, and then I finish with my screwdriver. And that is how you replace a BME 280 in your Classic Plus. Thank you.